there's a quick disclaimer that we all need to note before we push forward. Understanding that leverage trading involves risk, so you have to trade responsibly. There are regional restrictions that applies, so you can always check our terms and conditions. This session is for educational purpose only, okay, and does not constitute financial advice. And it's important to know that past performance is not indicative of future results. All right. So about me, my name is Tunmise, Tunmise for short, Olaoluwa, and I've been trading for the past 7 years, and I have a solid background in finance and quantitative research. My trading results have been consistently profitable across various strategies. I frequently trade price action, momentum, trends, and candlestick patterns, primarily focusing on EURUSD, GBPUSD, and USD JPY. So today we're going to discuss the use of top to bottom strategy. We're going to review the EURUSD currency. We're going to review the price movement on EURUSD and review any other currencies suggested by you. And then also have the Q&A sessions in between the sessions. Now this session would span for 45 minutes, and you can leverage the YouTube live chat to ask questions during the chat or during the webinar. And I will periodically check my chart. As I have my chart here, I'll periodically check the chart in order to answer all your questions. Please let me know where you are watching from in the comment section. So let's go straight into today's session. Now, the strategy is going to consist of analyzing historical price movement and also utilizing candlestick formation, chart patterns, and market structure. Now, what kind of trader is this strategy suitable for? The strategy is suitable for position traders, intraday traders, and swing traders. When do we use this strategy? We use this strategy during a high liquidity period, time frame from 1 hour to monthly time frame. Now, let's take a deep dive into this session. All right, so now here is us taking a deep dive into this session. One interesting thing I want us to note for those who have joined us in, the last 2 sessions last month where we analyzed, EURUSD and we analyzed GBPUSD. Okay, now. So if you remember, you see that our analysis, you can see we still have our chart and our lines here where, we saw how price broke out and came down from here. And then we already tracked that, okay, if price gets to, if there's a pullback here, then we would most likely be going down, all right? And from here, we already tracked a buy, of which we can see our results of our previous trades that we took live on this session. Here, this resulted and hit our take profit level at $65. And for GBP as well, it hit our take profit level at $60. Okay, and this is how it is. Then for the one of EURUSD, which is this, it hit our stop loss level because our target was that, okay, if it comes down here, it's going to keep going down. So we set our stop loss, and stop loss was taken out, and overall, we have some profit left. Okay, so let's look into the market today and make some sense of the market. So here we're going to go to the higher time frame. So we are coming from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. So let's just take this off. So here we are on the daily time frame. Okay, now the first thing we want to do on this daily time frame is, first we want to understand what is the current market structure and what is the level of support and resistance. So because the market structure would help us also highlight the level of support and resistance. So at this point here, we can see that price has been going up on the daily time frame. So we want to map out levels of support and resistance, which are levels that they are key levels that we should most likely watch out for. Okay, so here we have this level is a very key level that we should watch out for. Of course, we can see that there has been price footprint, in 2024, there have been price footprint here, and likewise, this level is also a level to watch. And this level as well is now a level to watch, because when price got there, it pulled back. All right, so why did it pull back is the question, and why that level? So that makes that level a bit significant, and we see that the pullback is not just a day pullback or a week pullback. We can see that there have been several days, there have been pullbacks for several days. So this is like the second week where price is pulling back from the top. Yeah, so it makes this level a significant level for us to watch. Okay, now when we look inwards, okay, we can also see that there are minor levels of support and resistance that we can equally see here. Minor level of support and resistance. We can see how price came up here and was rejected. You can see how price also rallied up here and was rejected. However, there was a breakout of this consolidation, and then we see price move up. And of course, when price got to this level, it was pushed back and it came back to that level of resistance, now turned support. Okay, now turned support. So this level now is acting as a support. So the question is, what will price do at this level? Will it continue to go down, or will it serve as a support level? Of course, when we look closely into this candlestick, we can already see the pushback. Okay, the pushback coming in, as you can see the wicks to the bottom here. All right, so we can see the pullbacks coming in here, which makes it like something very significant for us to watch. Okay, so now we need to now observe and say, okay, what is the market most likely going to do? Okay, because we've seen how price went up, came down, went up here, came down a bit, and then went to the top at 1.18106, and then pushed further down to 1.15907. all right, so now let's go down to the 4 hours time frame to see more clearly what price is doing at that particular time. Good. Now we can see that the 4 hours time frame is giving us now a clearer picture as to what is going on in the market. Okay, now looking at it from this level where price had moved from here. Okay, so we can see how price has been moving on the 4 hours time frame. Okay, and likewise we can see how price has been moving on the so we can see that there is a trend, right, where price goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down. Now could that be this trend? Okay, now price is currently at the edge and tip of the trend line. Not just only that, price is currently seated on a minor on a major support and resistance zone. So this was a resistance zone. Okay, you can see how it resisted price at this level, pushed them back. Okay, now that resistance zone is now acting as a support now. So it's a resistance turned support zone. All right, now what do we anticipate, or what do we see the market do? based on this previous performance. All right. First, we see the market sitting on a support zone. We see the market being on the edge of a resistance, of a trend line. All right. So there are two things that can happen here. One is that, let me get the arrow. One is that price bounces up from here. Okay. And the other is that price pushed back to this level, okay, and then push back up. So there are two ways. However, either ways, all I see here is a bullish momentum. Either the price push down further to this level, okay, I still see price pushing back upwards, or price rallies at this level and push back upward from this current point. So these are the two things that can happen. All right. So if we buy at this level and expecting that markets would go up, it's quite, a reasonable point. All right. However, if price goes further down to this second level, below it, the 1.1456, okay, then price can also build up a buy momentum. Because when you look at this level is a key support zone. All right, a key support zone. And we can see that there have been price footprints on that level, making it very significant. All right, so now let's go down to the 1 hour time frame to see more clearly what we can do. Now we can see how price is on this level, right? So this is the 1 hour time frame. Okay. Now what I'm going to recommend and what I'm going to do here is simple. Now look at how price has been moving on this 1 hour time frame. Okay. Now, and when price came down to this level, all right, price then started consolidating. You can see it here. Now, what I'm going to do, okay, is I'm going to put this here, and I would set my buy order above this rectangular shape, and I would set my sell order below this rectangular shape. Okay, and that's it. So if I set my buy order above this rectangular shape, if the market breaks out above it, then my buy order is triggered and I'm in the market. If I set my sell order and the market breaks below this rectangular box, then I'm also in the market. So we are going to do that right now. Okay? Good. Now let's do this. So we're going to set our buy stop above and set our sell stop below. So let's do this. Okay. So at this point now, let me please go to new order. I go to new order. So we want to, let's map our level we want to set our buy stop. I want to buy at this level, and I want to sell at this level. Okay, I want to sell at this level. Let me bring down this. Okay, good. I want to sell at this level at 1.15718. Okay, and I want to buy at 1.16450. All right, good. So now let me set my I'm going for a pending order, as you can see. So there is market order. This is the Octa trader platform. This market order, there is pending order. So I go to my pending order, and I decide to set my buy limit order. So I go 1.164, okay, 50. So I'm setting my buy stop order. All right, now what's my order volume? I'm gonna do 2 lot size. Okay, so now this is my pending order. Now if this order is being triggered, all right, where do I want to set my take profit? So I set my take profit here. If the order here is being triggered, I set my take profit here. So my take profit will be 8106. Okay, then my stop loss will be so I'll just take my stop loss here. So in case I buy and the market reverse, in case my buy order is triggered and the market reverse, so I'm willing to take a profit of $33 and willing to risk $13. All right, this is the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so if the market goes up and starts coming down and touches my stop loss, I'm out of the market. So let's do this. So all I want to do. All right, I've set my take profit, I've set my stop loss, and yeah, so I'm just going to place my order. All right, so I go place. Now my order is now being set. Okay, my order is now being set. Now I want to go to set the sell stop order. All right, because don't forget, I'm willing to buy if the market is going up, and I'm also willing to sell if the market is going down. So I have to position for either of it. So I want to set my stop loss at 1.5718. So I'm going to go to new order, pending order, sell stop, and then I put my sell stop order at 1.15718, and come here, do 2. Okay, so we go take profit. So if I'm selling, what level would be my target level? So let me just take this. Okay, so this will be my target level. All right, so it's quite close, but yeah, I'm not risking too much on the sell side. So if I'm selling, my take profit level would be 1.45. Okay, no, 537. All right, and then my stop loss, I will just put my stop loss in just right here. Okay, because I don't want to risk more than 1% when I'm willing to take a profit of 2%. That's 2:1. All right, so I'm willing to take a profit of $23, and I'm only willing to take a loss of $11. So if I win on this trade, I make twice my my expected loss. But if I lose, I only lose 1% of my expected profit. So, and that's balanced, okay? And that's how it should be. So I set it here, and I place my order. So pending order is being placed. So as you can see now, it's clear that, okay, good. It's clear that I have my sell stop and I have my buy stop. All right, awesome. If you have any question, please do well to drop it in the comment section. I'll be so delighted to go through your questions. So I would like to stop here on EURUSD, and we're going to explore any other currency suggested by you. So if you have any currency you want me to analyze, kindly drop it in the comment section while we run the analysis. Okay? If there are any questions you want me to, okay, drop it in the comment section. I'm waiting, guys. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section. Okay. So here we have 2 pending orders, 1 sell stop, 1 buy stop. All right. So I collapse this. Okay, someone is saying we should look at USD GBP. Any other person who wants us to look at USD GBP? So if you suggest, if 2 persons suggest a currency pair, all right, if a currency pair is being suggested more than twice, then the currency with the highest suggestion is what I'm gonna pick. Someone says USD GBP, someone says GBP USD, another said USD JPY. All right, so which one are we going for? I'm waiting, guys. Should we go for the USD JPY? Should we go for the GBP USD? Or should we go for something else? So I have GBP USD now, and I have USD JPY. Anyone who is seconding the motion, and then we pick, we pick it and we move. Anyone seconding the motion? So someone said GBP USD. Fantastic. So we just do GBP USD. Good. So here we are on GBP USD. So I'm just gonna take off all this. So remove all. Okay, let me be sure. Okay, I think the chart is loading. Okay, so we'll be going with GBP USD. Okay, so we have GBP USD. Let's take off all the. So now we go straight to the daily time frame. Now, why daily time frame is important is so that we can explore, market structure, chart patterns, and more. So let's map out key levels of support and resistance. So these levels are key levels of support and resistance. So we also have minor key levels of support and resistance. Okay, so let's go. Now, so here we can see our price has been tried breaking out from here, but was rejected, and we see how the pullback went. Then here we have a successful breakout to the upside, and the momentum started. So at first it was consolidation, touching the resistance zone and pushing back, and finally a breakout happened, then followed by a consolidation, followed by a breakout, and then price consolidated and dropped below the resistance turn support zone at this level. Okay, now we are currently at this level now, and we need to make a decision as to should we buy, should we sell, or should we hold. All right, so from all indication, all right, this is the probability of a sell is higher on GBP USD. So, and where would the probability of a sell most likely go to? So the probability of a sell will most likely come to this level. All things being equal, all things being equal. Why did I say so? Now, when we let's take a look. Let's zoom in, right? Let's zoom in into the candles. Okay, let's zoom in into the candles. Now you can see how the fall has been from this side. There has been a serious fall in price. Now observe the level of support. Now the level of support here is significantly weak. It's what? It's significantly weak. Why? Because having seen price fall from this level to this level, okay, let me bring this here. Having seen price fall from that level to this level, right? Now you now see the last three candles. Now this green candle look like a defeated potential bull market, right? Or bull uprising. Okay, so this young guy here wanted to go as far as, closing above these other ones. However, you can see how far it was being pushed back. The sell pressure pushed it back, and it closed with a very, very weak body. Not only just a weak body, it closed at a support zone. That is creating more weakness, or indicating more weakness of the buyers to continue buying. Right now, what this dictates or mirrors, okay, is a weak momentum, a weak buy momentum, a weak buy momentum. This only mirrors a weak buy momentum. Okay, and that is why it poses a higher tendency and potential of falling further. All right. Also, so now there's a higher chances that it will continue to fall. Okay, having established that, let's go to the lower time frame where we can see more clearly what is most likely happening. Also, now you can see here that price has dropped. Okay, now if we look at it closely here, look at the support zone. Now price has dropped below the support zone. So what we have here is only a mirage, okay, that was created based on a potential bull momentum or buy momentum. So it's a mirage. Now we can see how the sell pressure pushed down the price, and now price is currently seated below our marked support zone. So now the potential, and there's a higher chances that price would continue falling from this level. There's a higher chance that price would continue falling from this level. Yeah. There's a higher chance that price would continue falling from this level. So what I want to do on this level, I want to sell. All right. So I've spotted a weaker, support zone. All right. So I want to sell. I want to sell instantaneously. I want to sell here. So I just go, I press sell. Now I've opened a sell position. Okay. Now with the sell position, I want to now I want to set take profit and stop loss. Okay. Now, so I'm gonna do take profit. I'm selling, so I'm bringing my take profit here. So my take profit is $46. Okay. For my stop loss, I'm bringing. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, let me know if you can hear me, guys. If you can hear me, just drop it in the chat box. Okay? If you can hear me, just drop it in the chat box. Now, for my stop loss, I'm gonna set my stop loss right above here, and it has to be, it has to be. So let's do something. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna put my stop loss. So this is a 4 hours time frame. So I just put my stop loss here. Okay. Okay. Good. Let me see the brother scope. Okay. Let me put my stop loss right here. Okay. Right here. Good. All right. So now I've been able to set my stop loss at 1.3510.7. Okay. And my take profit at 1.31647. All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna confirm my order, and then my order has been placed. So if you look at it currently, it's floating. All right, guys. Yeah, guys, are you with me? If you can hear me, let me know in the comment section. Sorry for that technical break.